Hello, math makers. Thank you for being here today. We are going to be looking again at solving addition word problems using the cubes method. As we get started, let's go ahead and go back over what cubes stands for. C is circle the numbers. You can say it with me if you already know. U means underline the question. B, box the keywords. E, eliminate extra information. S, solve, label, and check your work. All right, now as we get started too, because we're doing addition, I want to make sure you know these math terms because you might need these when you're solving an addition problem. When you're adding, the two numbers you're adding are both called add-ins. The answer to an addition problem is called the sum, sometimes total, usually the sum. And the whole problem altogether is called an equation. Now, in the cubes method, B stands for box the keywords, but what are the keywords? We need to know those. So these are the most common keywords you see. Sometimes you won't see these. It might be something different, but you need to be in the habit of looking for clues that tell you what you're supposed to do, especially if the teacher hasn't told you or the test. Let's read these together. In all, altogether, together, sum, total, total number, increase by, plus, combined, added to. Now, let's do our first one. Now, our first one we're going to go through, and we're not actually going to solve it, but we are going to go through. We're going to identify what our problem would be, and we're going to talk about how we would label it. So our first question today, Timothy and Truly picked some blueberries. They ate 34 blueberries, and now they have 43 left. How many blueberries did Timothy and Truly have in all before they ate some? So the first thing in cubes is C. C stands for circle the numbers. What are the numbers in this question? 34 and 43. I'm sure you found those. Next is U. U stands for underline the question. Now, we've always said look for the question mark. If you can find the question mark, you can find the question. So the question here would be, how many blueberries did Timothy and Truly have in all before they ate some? And make sure you go back to the first word of the question. Oftentimes I see students just doing part of the question and not the whole thing. If you don't do the whole thing, you don't know what you're being asked to find. Next is B. B stands for box the keywords. Where in the word problem do you see the keywords, and what are they? In all is correct. I'm sure you found that. Last is E. E stands for eliminate extra information. Is there anything in here that doesn't necessarily help us solve the question? Timothy and Truly picked some blueberries. And last is S, solve, label, and check your work. Now in this question, they ate some and now they have some left. How many do they have before they ate some? So we're actually going to be missing a number. We're missing what they had before they ate some. So they ate 34, they have 43 left. That's a subtraction question, but you said this is addition. It is addition because you can't solve this without adding. When you have a question like this and you're missing that first number, you're missing the minuend, you can add the subtrahend and the difference, and that will tell you what the missing number is. It only works when you're missing the minuend. So we're going to add that. I got that mislabeled, so that we're going to add that minuend. When you're missing the minuend, you can add the difference and the subtrahend to find the missing number. So our new question would be 43 plus 34, and when we label it, we're going to have our sentence that says Timothy and Truly had blank blueberries in all before they ate some, and I get that label from the question. All right, you ready? Now we're going to go all the way through. Kyasia loves stickers. She already has 56 stickers and she bought 32 more this week. How many stickers does Kyasia have in all? So first thing we do is C. C stands for circle the numbers. Look for the numbers. What are they? 56 and 32. Next we have U. U stands for? Underline the question. Again, we're looking for the question mark. What is the question? How many stickers does Kyasia have in all? And B is? Box the keywords. Do you see any keywords in this question? In all is correct. Next, we're going to go to E. E stands for? Eliminate extra information. Is there any information in this word problem that doesn't help us solve it? There is. It's Kyasia loves stickers. That doesn't help us solve the question. So we're at a great place now. We know what our two numbers are. We know what we're being asked to find. We're being asked to find how many stickers she has in all, and we know in all means addition. So we're ready to solve, label, and check our work. So our equation is going to be 56 plus 32. As usual, we're going to use the break apart method, and we're going to break apart this add-in. If I break apart 32, what are my two numbers? 30 and 2, because the number is 32. And we're going to add the 30 first, and we're going to add that to our other add-in. So we have 56 plus 30. Now there's 3 10s in 30, so we're going to do 3 jumps. So we're just going to move. And remember, we're getting bigger now because we're adding. We're going to go 66, 76, 86. We've added our 30. Now it's time to add our 2. And if you remember, we always add it to where we left off. So our new equation is going to be 86 plus 2. What's 86 plus 2? 87, 88. We've added our 30, we've added our 2, which means we're done adding, so we know that 56 plus 32 is 88. Now we've solved it, but we need to label it. So we're going to, again, use our question. Kyasia has 88 stickers in all. And that's how we do it. All right, let's do one more. Brittany and Sade made some cupcakes. They gave 22 to their class and have 14 left. What was the total number of cupcakes that Brittany and Sade made? So let's start with the C. C stands for? Circle the numbers. Find the numbers, and what are they? 22 and 14. Next is U. What does U stand for? Underline the question. So look in the word problem real fast and find that question. Again, look for that little thing that tells us where the question is, the question mark. And our question would be, what was the total number of cupcakes that Brittany and Sade made? Next is B. B stands for? Box the keywords. I don't have in all this time. What are the keywords that tell me if I should add or subtract? Do you see it? It's total number. And we know from our list that total number means that we add. Next is E, eliminate extra information. Is there anything in here that does not help us solve the question? There is. Brittany and Sade made some cupcakes. Next, we're going to solve, label, and check our work. And so our equation is, it's going to be one of these again. They gave 22, they have 14 left, and that's that backwards subtraction question. And we're missing our minuend. So we know that we're going to have to add the subtrahend and the difference. So we're going to add these two numbers, and that's where we're going to find our new equation. So our new equation is now 14 plus 22. And you could say, hey, all you have to do is add those two numbers, and you don't have to write that subtraction question first. And that's true, but I just want you to understand that's what we're looking for. We're looking for missing information. And I want to make sure you know how to work with that, because sometimes it might not be the minuend that you're missing, and you'll have to solve it differently. So the total number is going to be 14 and 22. We're going to use the break apart method. We're going to break apart 22. What are my two numbers? 20 and 2, because the number is 22. We're going to add the 21st. So we're going to add 14 plus 20. That's 2 tens. That's 2 jumps. What would that be? 24, 34. We've added our 20. What do we add next? Our 2. And so we're going to add that to where we left off. So our new equation is going to be 34 plus 2. And what is 34 plus 2? 36. We've added our 20, we've added our 2, which means we're done adding, and that tells us that 14 plus 22 must be 36. Now to label it, we're going to go ahead and write down that Brittany and Sade made 36 cupcakes. Guys, that's it for today. You did great. Thanks for joining me. You're making math easier just by showing up. Until next time, we'll see you soon.